Alright, what's up guys? So real quick, I'm here today just gonna kind of give my first impression of the Altis Sigma, and we're gonna look at some comparisons side by side to some of these bikes we see back here with my Honda 450 and the Talaria XXX. So I know some people have wanted to see that. Hopefully we'll get to put it next to the MX-5 that my buddy has soon, as well as some other bikes. But this is what we got for now. It's snowing out here in Colorado, so here we are in the garage. So let's just jump into it real quick. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to go through what I think so far. I've really only rode it about 5 miles, and I think it seems like a great bike so far. Like I said, I don't know if I've seen the full power because of the whole safety cutoffs for temperatures, but it feels good. If you guys see my video of doing wheelies, it feels good wheeling. Now, my comparison of it compared to a XXX or my brother's E-Ride Pro SS 2.0 that he has and has let me do a review on, this feels more like a dirt bike popping it up than like a Sur-Ron style platform. So that's what I wanted. That's what I was after. It's going to be more for trail riding in the mountains. I mean, obviously, I'm sure I'll be out where I shouldn't be with it around town and whatnot, but it is to go camping and kind of enjoy camping a little bit more, where for some reason the 450, it's just maybe I'm getting too old and don't want to deal with all the heaviness and headache. This bike feels like way lighter compared to dealing with the 450. So, I mean, it's still a heavy bike, but I'm a pretty big dude. I'm probably around 200 pounds and 6'3". So just as a comparison where you guys have been kind of asking, me flat foot on it is pretty much right here. You know, there's my butt sitting down touching there with that squat. So I probably have an inch or two under, but overall this bike has felt pretty comfy. I think seems good, feels good. The whole geometry of where my legs are and how it kind of holds on to it feels more dirt bikey to me. Just the overall feel, I guess, for some reason feels more like a dirt bike. So pretty sweet. That's what I was looking for out of it. Now, I was worried it was going to be too small. All of a sudden, last minute, I was kind of looks on video smaller than I think it shows up in person. Once I kind of got it unboxed and put the front wheel on, I was like, holy cow, it's like a dirt bike. It's freaking sick. Just what I wanted. Just a little bit smaller than the 450, but not too much smaller to where, you know, it felt like a XXX tinier. So not a huge difference between the two of these bikes, but this one definitely more of a dirt bike style size compared to this is more of the skinnier Sur-Ron style, almost smaller than Sur-Ron style platform. But obviously the price comparison here is two totally different aspects. This is around the $3,000 and this is closer to the $6,000, so we're looking at double when we look at that. But I think I'm seeing double of what we're getting, so I think I'm super happy with it. I honestly haven't even played with it in race mode yet. It got me around town, ripped around to the post office, so we'll see what race mode has. I plan to get in the dirt here pretty soon. Hopefully we'll get some good weather and we can run down south and go do some hill climbs and hit some jumps and kind of blast around, rip around in the dirt, see how much range we're going to get out of maybe just kind of ripping trail-ish. Now, speaking of range, if we're looking for something like this to compare but with more range, I'm seeing an insane looking option. If you guys are familiar with the GOAT, they've been doing different e-bikes for a minute, but it looks like they're dropping a 96 volt 50 AH e-moto platform. It's going to be more of a 15 kilowatt peak, but if you're looking for more of a range cruiser, this could be a sweet option. Let me know if you guys think I should try to pick it up. Potentially we could even get you guys a $125 discount code from Hyper. That's pretty awesome. They're $5,000 shipped to your door throughout the United States, in the lower 48 here, so also save you a few bucks as well and get you under that $5,000 mark, and potentially give this bike a run for its money if you're not looking for that crazy power. It also has a top speed of 65 to 70 miles per hour they're claiming, so that could be a pretty cool option. Let me know what you guys think about that. I do want to mention this bike is just absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with how it looks. It's phenomenal looking. I can't get over how much I love the look of it. I was kind of sold on the look with the plastics on, so I think it looks sick. I did get the handy whiteboard out here, and we looked at some different specs here, so I'll show you guys what I kind of came up with, just looking at some random things that we're not seeing much. When I look at spokes on the Altis, I see a 3.2 millimeter. On the Talaria, we see a 2.7 millimeter. Not a huge difference, but a good bit thicker. I don't have Surrounds to compare to, or the other bike, sorry. My Honda on the front is a 3.2 as well, so we're matched up to like a dirt bike standard there. The rear on my Honda is a 4.2, but I did have that rear wheel rebuilt with upgraded fatter spokes, so I don't know. I think stock it probably was 3.2 as well. When we look at the rotor on the Altis Sigma, we see a 3.0 millimeter thickness on that thing. On the XXX, we see a 2.5 thickness, and on the Honda 450, we have a 3 on the front and a 4 on the rear. So right in between there, I guess. We're 3 thick on both, on rear and front on this one, but you know, still getting up to that dirt bike standard. Now the seat is an interesting one. Who doesn't love a comfy seat? We all have complained about it, so I don't know if Altis listened or what, but I measured the top of the seat on these bikes because they kind of round over, but on the top we see 6.25 inches on the Altis Sigma. On the Honda 450, I see 4.5 on the top, and on the XXX we see about 4 inches. And the cush is pretty good there. Like, it has some cush. I can push in on it. Even on the back is decent compared to where they usually like round out to nothing. So I like that. The pegs is another one where we see like the Altis has 2.25 for like the width of it. And the Honda 450 has 1.75, and the XXX has 1.5. So a ½ inch bigger than the Honda on that foot space, which pretty big right out of the box, not to mention it has all that grip and traction on it already, so pretty sick. I do notice that like the plastics on this may be a little bit thinner compared to what we see on a standard 450. These are just, you know, basic, but Altis did put them on their website up for grabs, and they're like pretty cheap. So if you do break it, it looks like it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to replace from Altis. So I'm glad to see that they're having that stuff in stock. I was worried about that. And with that being said, the thumb regen throttle is something I'm excited for. That's supposed to be coming. So I did talk with Altis Power Sports. They said they're in the testing phase right now, and they're hoping to be able to get that coming into spring. So we'll try to get our hands on that ASAP and let you guys know how to install it and set it up and whatever it's going to take. Now another thing is the app right now for me is being funky. I'm going to talk to them about that a little bit. I was able to turn my bike off with the app, but not on with the app. So I don't know if they're going to be able to in the future, but either way, I kind of like if I can turn it off with my phone, and then I don't have to get the key out of my pocket. Usually when I get off my bike, when I get somewhere, I'll get my phone out of wherever it is. So if I can just go to the app, shut it off, and then do what I'm doing without doing the key slide, I think I'll be cool with it, because that's my only complaint, I think, is the whole key situation. Not a fan of, but we'll get used to it. Now, this bike does have 2 USB chargers for your phone. It has the smaller port that we're used to seeing, as well as like the 2.0 regular USB port that we see. So pretty cool there that they gave us both of those options. And I do want to mention with the app that they are adding more. I don't know exactly what. I haven't gotten it out of them yet, but the app is not done. There's a lot more to come to the app, but it's just kind of a work in progress. So we'll see what comes with it, and hopefully they take input. I like that these things can update, and they can kind of take the input, and we can still kind of change the bike potentially. For the degrees temperature thing, there is going to be that cutoff 70 degrees. It cuts 20%. Every 40 degrees below that, it cuts another 20%-ish. Those numbers are here or there. But there is going to be a flash that you can plug into the bike and get from Altis. They'll send it out to you. You'll flash your bike and send it back to them. And I forget, it lowers that temperature, maybe the 40 degrees, or I forget what it is, but they're going to update us more on that here soon. I'll probably get it because I don't know if I care about my battery being cold, and I really don't ride in the cold much. To me, if it's above 50 degrees, I'm not worried about it. So guys, I think that is going to kind of just sum this video up. If you are looking to get an Altis Sigma We got ours from Hyper Rides. They've been super transparent with me and got me my bike like instantaneous once it actually hit their shop. So I'm pretty happy with them. I'm probably going to keep ordering bikes through Hyper Rides. If we do get the GOAT, they have offered us the discount. So love that. We're always trying to save my followers and subs money. So good stuff there. Let me know what you guys think down below on all of this. Let me know what you guys think of your Altis, and hopefully we'll get to test it with the SR from E-Ride eventually. We talked with a rep about that. So a lot more content coming up. If you're not already subscribed, I appreciate that subscribe, and hit that like down below. But take care, guys. Peace.